have a story to share.
Here we go. This is just this.
All right, so I walk
totally
in. I'm
hijacking
feeling
the
good
show.
about myself. I had a good weekend. I was 3-1 on my picks. So I'm feeling – see, because y'all mocked me because my pigskin pick-off fell off this year. I don't care about the regular season.
See, here we go.
I'm about the playoffs, baby.
Nobody's tuning in for this.
3-1.
Rob
so
G,
anyway,
what do we got here? Car wreck already?
Anyway, I walk into the meeting today, our pre-show meeting, and Rob Parker's sitting there with his legs crossed.
Rob Parker.
Like he's the man, big smile on his face, cheese-eating grin on his face. And he says, it was a bad weekend for you, huh? I said, what do you mean? I was 3-1. What are you talking about?
He wanted the Patriots to win.
You picked the Patriots. I'm like, no, I didn't.
Chris
I picked
wanted
the
Patriots
Tennessee
to
Titans.
win.
It doesn't matter who
It's a
you wanted
flip-flop.
to win.
Who wants to
It's
take a guy who
picked.
flip-flops?
Who'd I pick?
He says
it's
while
not about want.
While he's picking the Titans, he's going, but I really want the Patriots to win. It's more fun when the Patriots are involved and they're still relevant. That's what he said.
Listen,
and now he's going to stick his chest out on when they got housed.
Who did I pick, Rob?
You picked them
to win?
You picked them with the points.
No, I did not. I picked Tennessee to win.
Listen to the tape.
Up.
Listen to this.
For all you kids out there that want to get into this business, I'm going to give you some advice. This is the sign of a true predictor, a true guy that knows how to pick
You were
games.
terrible all year.
You don't go with your heart. You go with your head. My heart was with the Patriots. My head was with the Titans, and I went with the Titans. Play it, Rob G.
Time to reheat an old hot take that's
I can't
gone
believe
cold.
we're doing this. He's going to steal my day.
It's Microwave Take with the Odd Couple.
I want the Patriots to win. Because it is, I don't think they can beat Kansas City.
Let's stick your
but
chest
it is,
out.
when you listen, fun. It's like when the Yankees are alive.
No, I got it right.
It's more fun when the Patriots are alive. So I hope I'm wrong, but man, the Patriots have not shown me anything this year. Against good teams. So I might be crazy, but I'm going with the Titans. There it is! I'm going with the Titans. I said nothing about points. I don't care if I was wrong on the points. I wanted the Patriots was like a true predictor.
What point are you
I
making?
went with my head,
it is
not my heart.
It's the worst prediction ever. He's like, the whole way through, I want the Patriots to win. I'm pulling for the Patriots, blah, 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 blah. And then you're at the last second, you go, So this way, you know what it would have been? Had the Patriots won, he would have said, see, I was pulling for him. I wanted him. So he kind of took both sides.
My record would have been 2-2.
I told you before the season even started they wouldn't make it to the AFC Championship game.
Give me the wowsy woo-woo. What? Who cares? You think that's something special?
Yes, that is. They
Tell
were 8-0.
they not making the playoffs.
They were 8-0 this year.
They're not giving you some props.
They were 8-0. I told you that the Browns weren't making the playoffs.
Going out in the first
I told you you picked the Browns.
Maybe you'll get some props.
Did you pick the Browns?
You're not getting props for that
Did you pick the Browns?
Did you pick the Browns? How many years you been saying they're not getting
Did you pick Pittsburgh?
Title?
He picked all these teams. He was wrong. This was my year.
Who was your super?
This was my quiz.
Who'd you pick to beat
This was my year.
He picked the Chargers.
I told you about the Patriots.
Chargers.
I told you about the Patriots. Don't come in here with that.
Even Anthony Lynn didn't pick the Chargers to get to the Super Bowl.
Chris had the most lame pick. I want the Patriots to win. I would be better if the Patriots win, but I'm going to take the Titans. What he didn't say is I want to take the Titans and the 5.5 points.
Because I
that
didn't
didn't come out of his mouth.
I didn't.
That didn't come out of his mouth.
Stop, because it wasn't what I was feeling.
I didn't tell you that. I told you that the Patriots.
Youngins, take note.
I told you the Patriots weren't good enough.
River, listen. That's how
Why you talking
pick.
to River in Kentucky?
That's
Leave
how
him alone.
Pick. River in Kentucky. Now go ahead. I'm
That's
gonna
right.
leave you. You got a few minutes to shine. Go ahead. I just had to set the. I wasn't even thinking about going there until you tried to take away my pick.
Alex,
you tried to
see
take
what
away
just
my
happened?
pick, and I've lost.
I can't believe it, Rob.
I've lost Alex. Alex was my man. Me and Alex had the vegan connection, all that. He sold me out for some leather sneakers. You're supposed to be vegan and all that. Where'd they get the leather from?
Oh, wow.
Where'd they get the leather from?
Is he eating the sneakers?
Is the leather plant-based? Are they making plant-based Jordans nowadays? Come on, man. Alex used to be my man.
That hurts, Chris.
Can I talk?
Go ahead. Go ahead. You got the next 5 minutes.
All I'm telling you is I've been telling you about Tom Brady and the Patriots over and over and over. If you went on Twitter and you went on Instagram, everybody know, go look. Rob called this. I knew this was a fraudulent team. Tom Brady's fraudulent. I'm telling you, I've been trying to tell you this was coming.
For 10 years.
You remember the video of Tom Brady and his daughter going off the cliff? I knew it. I knew they couldn't win. When they lost to the Dolphins, everybody like, well, there's no way that they're going to go out like that and lose to the Titans at home. No way that's happening. I never wavered on that. I knew they would lose. And the other thing is, I changed my mind about Brady. You know, Brady might want to continue to play, but after watching him, and the last two playoffs, I'm talking about his last two playoffs game, that terrible Super Bowl game that they won, and Saturday, Tom Brady needs to retire. Tom Brady is done, is finished. Tom Brady reminded me of Willie Mays in 1973.
Stop it.
Stumbling around left field, missing balls. Willie Mays was one of the greatest center fielders in the history of baseball, and he stuck around too long, and he was terrible at the end, missing fly balls. Tom Brady, it was only fitting that Tom Brady threw a pick six to end his career with the Patriots. It was fitting because he's trying to stick around too long. Get out of the game, Tom Brady. Let somebody young and healthy and with an upside, let them play. Strip that uniform off and go home to your wife and kids. You don't belong in the NFL anymore. I don't care what they tell you. He's going to be 43 next season. Stop it, Tom Brady. We need you to get out of the NFL. Enough. Everybody keeps pulling, like trying to make excuses for you. Oh, Tom Brady, the narrative was always he did more with less.
Was it not true?
No, he did more with less.
Was it not true?
And now everything is he don't have anything.
Does he?
He does.
Who?
Tom Brady was awful.
Name a receiver
He's been
other than
awful.
Julian Edelman.
Julian Edelman
Other
was
than
supposed
Julian
to be
Edelman.
a Hall of Famer earlier this
Says who?
season.
I
When they
didn't
were
say that.
8-0, people were talking about they're going to go undefeated.
8-0?
Yes, when they were 8-0.
You know, we've talked about that. Those people were crazy.
And I'm telling you right now, enough with Tom Brady. If the Patriots were right,
Who's plan B, Rob?
I wouldn't do it.
Because you love
Teddy Bridgewater's plan B.
You love to bring
Teddy
up
Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater will be in New Orleans.
He's a free agent. Why
he
not?
He will be in New Orleans.
I'd make New
They'll
England more
Drew
attractive.
Brees walk. Teddy Bridgewater be in New
You
Orleans.
said, what's my plan B? I just gave it to you.
You love to talk about Joe Montana finished his career elsewhere. Peyton Manning, Johnny Unitas, they all finished their careers elsewhere. They had plan B.
No, but they
had Andrew Luck in Indianapolis. They had Steve Young in San Francisco.
What I'm telling you, Chris.
Do you like Jarrett Stidham that much?
I'm just telling you, at 42, soon to be 43, Tom Brady is washed. He's washed. You could keep kidding yourself and making all the excuses. Do not do it.
He is
Tom
not.
Brady
is he
is
Peyton Manning
finished.
in his last year? He's not, and he's not close to Peyton Manning.
I'm telling you,
in his last year.
Let me tell you, Tom Brady, if you're smart,
Give him some
you don't want to be
receivers.
that. You don't want to have people watch you like they did Peyton Manning. And when he threw for 90 yards in the Super Bowl, and he looked
won
like
the
the
Super
Tin
Bowl.
Man, he didn't win no Super Bowl. The defense won the Super Bowl.
Stop
He was
it.
there for the ride.
He won the Super Bowl.
Tom Brady is
Whatever
awful.
The case,
You smell
he was
that?
the starting quarterback
That's
on
Tom
the Super
Brady.
Bowl champion.
They stink.
Period.
Tom Brady, forget it. Quit.
I will give
Quit.
you this.
Retire. Have some dignity about yourself. Do not do this to yourself.
So Michael Jordan didn't have dignity when he played in Washington?
You know when he went to Washington, that was a mistake. It turned
Really?
out to be a mistake.
Did it hurt his legacy at all?
No, I'm not talking about
He
it was
did
a mistake.
what he wanted to do.
Michael Jordan couldn't even make the playoffs with the Wizards, and more than half the league made it.
All-star
All right?
at 40 years old.
I'm telling you, it was a mistake. If he could do it
showed
all
he could
over
ball
again,
at 40.
he wouldn't do it. Don't do it, Tom Brady. Go home. Retire to California. Let your wife make all the money as a model. Get out of football.
What I will give you this, Rob. That's not a bad take. You went overboard as usual. He's washed. He can't do this. He can't do. No, that's overboard. Give him some receivers. I think N'Keal Harry will improve. Edelman is fine as in the slot. But you got to get him some legitimate receivers outside. Get him some help. And if you get him some help, the offensive line is young. It's going to be better next year. He can still be a contender. Now, he probably won't win another Super Bowl. But he can still – they won 12 games.
It doesn't matter. They didn't beat anybody.
They went 12-4.
I'm telling you, hello, Tom Brady.
They beat 12 NFL teams.
Tom Brady.
Won 12 weeks. Now, here's the thing. If he did retire, I mean, he's not going to get better. He is on the downside. He is about to be 43. So that's not a bad take. Just retire. Let us remember you just one season removed from a Super Bowl. That's not bad. You just went too far with it that he's terrible. He doesn't belong in the NFL. He's still better than a lot of starting quarterbacks out there. And if you get him some weapons, he can still do damage. They still won 12 games.
The phone will be ringing at Tom Brady's house, but it'll be Tide detergent. He's washed. They'll use him as a spokesman for
You better. I was gonna say only Craig Melvin gonna laugh at
yes.
that.
I'm telling you.
How long did you stay up last night thinking of that one?
I've been in the parking lot since Saturday after that game. I couldn't wait to do the show.
I ruined Rob's show.
You ain't ruined it.
He couldn't wait to jump on me. And it was all wrong. It was all false.
Anybody who listened to that, they know you kind of hedged your bet. That's what you did.
I showed
you said you were rooting for the Patriots.
We have teams we like, and I was rooting for the Patriots, but that didn't pick them. It's about the picks. It's playoff time, man. You know I show up in the postseason. I told you that. Should Tom Brady call it quits? Let's start with Nick in New York. Nick, you're on with the Odd Couple.
How you guys doing?
What's happening, man?
My favorite show, so I don't want you guys to take this to heart. First, Christian Broussard, I am shocked that you are back to work already. You take off more days than St. Nick.
That's right.
What? I worked
Rob, I wouldn't laugh. Now,
Rob's about to take another trip.
Now, I'm surprised that you want the young guy to come in and kick the old guy out, when you're the old guy in the strip club taking our time out as the young boys.
What? Hey, if you got dollar bills, the chicks will come to you too. It don't matter. There's no age thing.
Love you guys. Keep it up. My favorite part is that you guys do not do polls. You don't do anything like that. And honestly, you guys are the best.
Well, I appreciate that.
We appreciate it, brother.
That's terrible radio. I hate to break it to people.
He said we do not do what?
Polls, like taking polls.
Oh, yeah. Let's go to Mark in Sacramento. Mark, you're on with Chris and Rob.
I couldn't wait to hear what Chris was going to say today. Rob, I said this to you about 10 weeks ago when he was going through this crap. Get him, Rob. Get him.
You know it. I'm not.
Mark, did you heard the tape? Who did I pick to win?
I have to give you credit.
All right,
You did go against your heart.
Right. That's the hardest thing when you make picks.
I
like LeBron, but I don't think they're going to win. I got to pick that's hard to do.
I hear you. But I will say this. I'm not going to go as far as Rob did and say he should quit. I see quarterbacks that shouldn't be playing at all. So I'm not going to say that. But I will say this. I think he should. If he went home and his wife said, I want you home. I don't want you to get hurt. That's the word I think that should stick in his head. Tom Brady can't move, and he doesn't have arm strength. And in today's game, they're getting more and more guys to try to kill the quarterback because they can't touch the wide receiver. Matter of fact, there's another couple coming in next year. One of them is Chase Young. So there's another one coming. He can't move anymore. Look at all the teams that have mobile quarterbacks now to get him away from that. Look what happened in the game before him, what Watson did.
Let me ask you this, Mark. Let me ask you this. If they gave him some above-average weapons, he can't carry the mediocre receivers anymore. Do you think they could have a really good year?
I don't think he has the arm. Chris, I don't think he has the arm strength anymore. I see that 2 weeks in a row, he couldn't get the ball at that 12-yard out, and it turned into a pick six. Of course, the one was tipped yesterday.
Well, that one.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the arm strength anymore.
I agree, Mark. He needs to step aside and retire. Kevin in Wisconsin, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Kevin?
Hey, how you doing, Rob and Chris?
Doing great. Man?
Hey, this time I got to go with Chris. Chris is right. I'm sorry, Rob. You letting your hatred for Brady blind you.
Yes.
Because
I don't hate Brady. I don't know Brady.
He goes with his heart, not his head.
Okay, well, you don't hate him, but it's similar to your critique of him. It's similar to your critique where sometimes I'll get on Chris because you get on my boy Aaron Rodgers. But the way that I look at it is the same way with Rodgers and Brady, because neither has ever had great receivers. And hold on a second. One time he had Randy Moss. Rodgers has never had anybody. But as you get older, you can still produce if you get more help. They sabotaged this man and gave him nobody.
Right.
Gronkowski retired. They didn't go out and get somebody to replace him. You get rid of Gordon, which for whatever reason I can understand, but 2 weeks later he had an all-star game for Seattle. If he left New England and he went to either the Colts or the Rams, he will have a way better season than he did this year, Rob. You got to admit that.
I don't admit that. I don't think he's good anymore. I've been watching, Kev, and I think that Tom Brady, people will talk about it, his arm strength and just the way he can't move. Tom Brady is washed. I'm telling you. I thought he should go to another team. I think before he gets hurt or embarrassed
Why
or
should he
continues
go to
this.
team
No,
then if he's
saying I
washed?
thought that before. I changed my mind after watching this game. That's what I'm saying is I changed my mind. I thought he should go to the Chargers. If I'm Tom Brady, I would just retire and go ahead and spend time with my family. 42 going on 43 is enough. He's finished.
Let's go to Marty in Kentucky. Marty on with the Odd Couple.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
What's happening, man?
You hear
Monday.
Did River hear
You
my
had
advice?
Chris give River a shout out?
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
I told River, I said, look, this is how you pick. When you predict games, you go with your head, not your heart. No matter how much you might want a team to
I'm
win,
glad River
and no matter
wasn't
how much
listening.
you don't want to sit there and have to root against them, you got to pick who you think's going to win. And that's what I did with the
totally
Titans.
agree.
Thank
That's
you.
why I never bet on the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Kentucky basketball, or the New York Yankees because I got too much heart in it. But unfortunately, I have joined you, Chris, in the group, the shameful group of losing a sports bet to Rob Parker.
Yes.
I called Wingstop at Santa Monica Boulevard today, and they told me that I would have to order through some DoorDash. So,
No,
Rob,
what
send
we-
me a tweet and let me know. Just hit me up in my DMs and let me know what everybody wants, what type of wings and flavors. I owe you 50 wings.
Lemon pepper.
We'll do that, Marty. Can you tell everybody what the
Boneless.
bet was?
Extra crispy.
I want Marty to tell everybody what the
Rob
bet.
bet me before season started that the Patriots would not make the AFC Championship, and I jumped all over it, and Rob won.
Thank
And
you,
I'm
Marty.
Embarrassed.
No, it's all
No,
right.
look.
Tell me what do you think about Brady now? Does he need to retire or you play on?
I think that it's best that he retire because he's only gonna. I just don't like the look right now. His arm strength, like Mark said,
Yep.
Sacramento, it looks weak, and people expect Brady to contend for titles, and I think that's over with. He's got a phenomenal defense to back him up that kept an offense. It's been great. Tennessee's offense has been phenomenal. Down
And
the
Marty,
stretch.
think about this. They gave up 14 points and they couldn't win. They gave up. That's all they gave up. That normally in the playoffs, you're going to win that game, Chris. Would you agree with that?
Yep.
Your defense gives up 14 points.
Let's go to Keith in Peoria. Keith, you got about 30 seconds.
How we doing, Felix and Oscar?
What's up, man? I'm Oscar.
I'm Oscar.
Yes, we know who you are. We know who you are. Hey, first of all, he's been there long enough, fellas. I understand where you're going. Either way it goes, it's a win-win situation. If you want to make a little more money, go ahead. He's been there. He's got his just due. If he wants to retire, he can still do it the same way. Rob, I kind of agree with you on the washed up. I watched the feel of the ball Saturday, fluttering.
Yes.
Not getting it downfield like it should be. But I still think he has enough that if you get some weapons around him and put it together, he could still be a good enough quarterback in
agree
the
with
top
me?
15.
All right, Keith.
I agree with both you guys. Like I said, that's how I look at it.
Pick a side, Keith. We don't play that on The Odd Couple. Gary, you're on The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
I'm raining hard.
So,
Hurricane
Rob Parker.
Chris raining on that parade. What's up, Gary?
Rob Parker. Only Rob can sit there and claim the exact same take for a decade and then throw a victory lap when he's finally right. Rob, let me read a tweet to you. Pats win Super Bowl? No way, no how. Brady will never make it back to the Super Bowl. Rob, when do you think that tweet was from? Who do you think it was?
What was that, 2017?
I like Gary.
That was 2014. September
Wow!
4th, 2014.
Oh, my...
Rob, you want me to play the tape?
Rack 'em.
Rack it!
Let me hear the tape.
Wow. 2014, they'll
Play
never
the tape.
reach the Super
Let
Bowl
me hear
again?
this tape. They fudged my voice.
That
It's not a
disqualifies
tweet.
all these.
It's on
Gary,
Twitter.
excellent call, Gary.
All right.
Excellent call.
Thanks for the call. I was right. I don't care what you say, Gary.
2014,
All these bitter. You know what? All these bitter
2014?
Patriots fans.
Never reach a Super Bowl.
You know what? They all
How
have
did
their
he get to after
panties
that?
in a bunch
4?
up there. Hey, what about Richard in Orlando? You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Rob. How you guys doing? Happy New Year.
Happy
What's
New
up, man?
Year.
Happy New Year.
All right. Definitely, Rob, I agree with you. A couple things. As we all know, once we get to our 40s, our bodies change. It doesn't matter what great shape you're in, what type of conditioning you do.
Look at
One year
Chris.
to another is a dramatic change. His arm strength, as you pointed out, definitely flooded many throughout the entire year. You could always see safeties baiting to throw it over the middle. So even if he had a deep threat, he couldn't get it there.
Yep, he can't even get it there.
But it doesn't have to be a deep threat.
Yesterday, if you don't have a running game, you need a deep threat, a deep arm. He didn't have it either. You see what I'm saying? That you stop the run, you make him throw it deep. Safety cheats, looks at your eyes, baited him for that interception. Same thing. Philip Rivers, no arm no more.
Yep.
Your arm speed. You don't have a running game. Physicality wins. That's why Tennessee's going to advance. And I'm not even going to pick them against Baltimore.
Really? Wow. Richard, now that's a pick.
He said he's picking who?
He's picking Tennessee over Baltimore.
Wow. No, but they run the football, Chris.
Yeah, they're going to try to keep Lamar off the field.
You keep him off the field. If you could keep getting first downs and you run the ball and munch up the clock, then he won't have that many offensive possessions.
You picking him?
No, not yet. I'm still going to take a look at it, but I'm just saying he's not that wrong about the type of style that you need in order to keep him off the field, and you could beat him if they were able to do that.
Right.
That's why the Jaguars didn't win. You remember they couldn't get that first down?
Yep.
That was it.
Yep.
If they would have been able to run and get a first down in New England, they would have beat them a couple years ago.
But they didn't.
They couldn't do it.
They didn't. Gary, man, Gary came at you.
That's all right, Gary. You know what? All you bitter New England fans, they're
2014?
all bitter. You deserve swallow the bitter pill named Tom Brady. I hope you choke on it.
What's happening, y'all? It's Chris Broussard.
I'm Rob Parker.
And we are
The Odd Couple. Check us out as often as you can on YouTube.
And always remember, I'm Oscar, and he's Felix.
Oh, man. Are you serious?